I never thought a toothbrush could almost cost me my job. No joke. It all started on the day our company moved offices, a day that anyone working in the U.S. knows is basically a modern-day migration. Everyone turns into a part-time mover, part-time chaos coordinator, and full-time emotional support buddy. I, being the usual go-with-the-flow guy, just threw all my personal stuff into a box, slapped a big red label that said "Private" on it, and prayed it would magically teleport to the new office like an Amazon Prime package. The next morning, after a few hours of dealing with tangled wires and questionable office chairs, I needed a reset. So I walked into the restroom, one of those modern unisex types you see in tech companies, opened my new locker, grabbed my toothbrush, because yes, I'm that guy who brushes his teeth in the middle of the day, put on some toothpaste and went to town. Everything was going great. Until this coworker, white dude, blonde hair, built like Captain America, walked in, stopped dead in his tracks and said, "Bro, that's the boss's toothbrush." I froze. The navy blue toothbrush in my hand, the one I thought was mine, was not mine. He pointed to the locker next to mine. There it was, a clearly labeled box that read, "Jack Manager." I looked back at the brush. Same color, similar wear on the bristles, but definitely not mine. For about 5 seconds, my entire life flashed before my eyes. I, a recently promoted employee, was standing in the company restroom brushing my teeth with the personal toothbrush of the most high-strung manager in the entire building. This guy once fired an intern for using Comic Sans in a report. What do you even do in a situation like this? I did what any terrified, overly polite, office-surviving millennial would do. I wrote an apology email. A very formal one. Subject: Toothbrush Incident. Deepest apologies. In the body, I explained the mix-up during the office move, took full responsibility, offered to buy him a new toothbrush, or a whole dental kit if needed, and practically begged for forgiveness. After sending it, I spent the next 2 hours Googling how to apply for unemployment in California. Then, he replied. I opened the email with trembling hands, fully expecting a termination notice, but instead I read, "Jay, I appreciate your honesty. I was actually thinking of replacing that toothbrush anyway. No worries. Just make sure it doesn't happen again. Also, that was some solid apology writing. Ever considered working in PR?" I almost cried. I survived. I still had a job. And I immediately went out and bought 3 new toothbrushes, each labeled with my name in giant Sharpie letters like they were Marvel movie titles. This whole nightmare taught me a lesson I'll never forget. In American office culture, personal items are sacred. People here don't play about their coffee mugs, their snacks, or especially their hygiene products. Not everyone will be as chill as my boss, and not every mistake can be undone with a well-worded apology. So, wherever you're working, label your stuff. Guard it with your life, because one wrong grab in the restroom could turn your whole career into a company-wide meme.